I'm live there. Looks like I'm green with Gucci. Screen is up here. Notification should go out. Who's first? Who's first? Of course. Brahesh, I got the job for you. All right, because I've been thinking about this. Now, I've been working on all this stuff, and I need to practice before the real draft because I'm going to be doing a lot of work over here on this computer during the draft, bringing up graphics and stats and stuff like that. We need to have a mock draft. So I need you to help me put together a mock draft for not tomorrow night, Wednesday night. Can you do this? Can you do this? Can we put together some kind of format for a mock draft, and I can go through all the graphics and stuff like this? What's up, Alpha Mason? What up? What's up, Fanog? Donnie, what up? Mason, Diego, Joe Martinez, Brahesh. I fought through this. I had one nostril clean and the other one was messed up. I went and ran around in the backyard. I did some jumping jacks. I did everything to just clear up. So I might have 30 minutes before it clogs up on me, but I'm ready. Diego Vasquez asks, would you trade a first rounder for Adams? Yes. I've said this over and over and over. This is not the draft that I would mess around with and try to get cute. This draft, we don't have as much information as we usually have. You know, I know all the teams have the same amount of information or whatnot. There's no variation there, but I wouldn't put as much resources in this draft as I would, say, next year's draft when I can vet the players completely. So this draft, I would give up that one for a proven player. There's two of them. There's Jamal Adams. I would give it up for him, and Yannick Ngakoue. The only reason the thing about Yannick Ngakoue is he's being he looks like he might be a malcontent, but hey, it worked with Charles Haley, right? So those two guys, it'd be okay because you'll get both of them are young. You know what I'm saying? Ngakoue is 26, something like that. Yeah. 100%. And I think I would only trade up to get a stud, to get somebody you know is going to be good. Take Jalen Hurts. I would like Hurts. No, don't do trades. You know what, Brahesh? I guess I need to practice a trade. Yeah, we can do trades. Not too many trades. Have a limit on trades because I just don't think this draft, again, because it's a special draft, I don't think there will be as many trades in this draft as there has been before, but who knows? NFL's crazy. Would the Jets even accept? Exactly, Diego. What up, JD? With all the teams seeing so wide receiver crazy, want to trade up, I feel like some studs can fall. Well, Paul, and then not only that, that's kind of like best case scenario, Paul, because people would snatch up the wide receivers everybody is talking about. But the draft is so heavy with wide receivers, we can get one that would normally be in the first round later if they allow, say, a offensive tackle, to drop in our hands, or a defensive tackle to drop in our hands, one of those elite players that we thought was going to be gone earlier. So, yeah, I wouldn't mind that at all. What up, Texas? What's up, Q? All right, Brahesh. You know what we need to do? We need to jump on that. You know what we need to do? We need to, after this thing, we need to jump on that Discord, and we need to communicate over that Discord. That's the best thing I just thought of. That's the best way to do and communicate this mock draft together. You're on board. Joseph Sandberg is on board. Vern says, I think could be like 5 or 6 trades. Yeah, maybe early in the draft or whatever. Yeah, but maybe not later in the draft, I don't think. Like in rounds 3 and 4 and stuff like that. This team needs to erase all their past sins and atone by picking a safety in the first round. Hey, Doomsday, if we gonna do it, if we're gonna take a safety in the first round instead of just taking just a good safety at 17 and letting I wouldn't say average, but just a regular guy fall at 17 that would be a starter for us, I say go up and get Isaiah Simmons. Somebody had Isaiah Simmons at 10 on their mock draft. If he falls to 10, come on, man, he's worth it. It's that much difference between Isaiah Simmons and McKinney, in my opinion. Yeah, exactly, Joseph Sandberg. Yannick is hurting his trade value. Exactly. When you see the tweets of him being disrespectful, and it's not like you being it's just like you're being disrespectful to another human being. You know, it just doesn't. It doesn't. Yeah, I understand. I get that. Adams is not coming to Dallas. Jerry Jones would have signed Romo at this point. Well, again, mid-plug, Dak, I'm hearing Dak probably would have been signed if he agreed to a long-term contract. Dak wants a shorter contract. So they're dealing with that. That's the thing I think they're dealing with. Sounds good. I'll DM me. I'll send you my email, Brihesh. I'm on Google Docs all the time. Perfect. Yeah, no, I don't think it's gonna happen either. New York was asking for too much for Adams, Doomsday Messiah. Oh, good. Hold on, just a second. I'm glad you brought up Christian Kirk. Huh? No, I don't need you. Thought I heard my wife. I'm glad you brought up Christian Kirk because I like that dude. I like that dude a lot. And they're also looking at, it's not only Christian Kirk, they're also looking at Marquise Goodwin, Marquise Lee. So we're obviously looking for a wide receiver. But I do like Christian Kirk. Christian Kirk's not the fastest thing in the world, but he's like a running back when he catches the ball. Yeah, well, I'll hit you up on Discord, but we will set up that the Google Docs, Brihesh, because there's other things. Like, for instance, I can use Excel sheets built in Google Docs. I can use those with my software. I'll show you the stuff I got built right here, and we can do a lot of things. Simmons, are you crazy, mid-plug? Are you crazy? How is somebody? You can't be booty if you're 6'4", run a 4.3. You can't be booty when you can play cornerback, safety, linebacker, defensive end. You can play all those positions. Are you kidding me? I like Christian Kirk a lot. What's up, Demise? Between 3 and 5 trades. Okay, yes, sir. Yep, Brihesh, that's good. I mean, I ain't lying. I would too if we get an Isaiah Simmons. I would. I'd lose my mind. That would be a Ezekiel Elliott type reaction for me if we got it. Is Isaiah Simmons. What up, Big Win? Diego Vasquez, wifey's right there. I don't know when Shameless is coming back for new. We don't know when Hollywood is going to turn back on. They were about to start shooting. They were like a week. She was like a week away from going to work to start shooting the new episodes of Shameless before they shut down the world. What would I wouldn't give up much for him though, JD. I wouldn't give up much for Kirk. 4th rounder. Yeah, Kirk. What's up, Harsh Patel? Yeah, Kirk is a weapon. He is. Yes, Jake Cooper, I got Discord. I've been away from my Discord, both Discords, my Cowboys Discord and my Madden Discord for like a year because I've been in this move, but I'll get back on it. Look, maybe they heard me, Eric Kelsey. I've been yelling when I first started making my videos. I was like, hey, put when Cobb left, as soon as Cobb left and went to Miami or Texas, wherever he is, I said, put Cobb in the slot. Put Pollard in the slot. If you look at one video of Cobb in YouTube, and it's got Tony Pollard wide receiver Memphis. So he's got some videos of highlights of him playing wide receiver, and you can see how naturally he run routes, naturally he catches the ball and things of that sort. Yeah, shoot. Taylor Mays. Simmons, it's over. It's over. Yes, we need a slot receiver. We need two things, Big Win, and we can probably get it in the same thing. We need a slot receiver because we lost the slot receiver with Cobb, and behind Amari Cooper and Gallup, there's absolutely nothing. We have absolutely nothing. So we need a slot, and we need another receiver just in case we lose Gallup. And if Gallup has another season like Cobb does, I got to get some tissue. If Gallup has another season like Amari did, then Gallup is going to ask for the same type money that Amari did, and we can't do that. So we'll have to either pay Gallup, let Amari go, let Gallup go, keep Amari, and have a new young receiver there with a young contract or whatever. So that's the reason why we need a receiver more than anything else. I'm making it, baby. The allergies not killing me too bad. All right. Taylor Mays is supposed to be the next Sean Taylor. Sean Taylor was a monster, though. Oh, you just saw Wifey on 25 words, words or less? Yes, I have a Discord for y'all. I just hadn't been there in a minute. Fourth or fifth Kirk, exactly, Vern. And I like Kirk, but that's just the way it is. Brehesh, it's easy. Well, it's easy for me. It's easy for me and her. It's easy to remember lines. But if you think about what the story is about and what you're doing in a scene, and if you think about what you're saying, and if you listen to what the other person is saying to you in a scene, it's easy to remember your lines. If you sit there and think about your lines, what am I supposed to say? What was the sentence? How was the sentence formulated? Then you won't remember your lines. I know you understand that. Well, I wish Zig Sage the way he was his rookie year. We need to stick to just drafting so much depth at wide receiver and secondary, yeah. Everybody's good, Cyan. Thank you for asking. What's up, Tower? I bet there will be that's what Tower, I tried to tell him. I said, look, I don't think we've ever had a draft without some kind of like drama or some kind of technical difficulty or something like that. I cannot wait for it. It's actually going to be whenever there's a technical difficulty, whenever there's a mic that goes out or something like that, we got to take a drink. Do you still drink, Tower? Come here. We having a lot of drinking games. On the flip side, if we sign Drake Kirkpatrick, the man that used to get worked by Des Bryant. Yeah, he is. Yeah, Doomsday, he's awful. Yeah. He's booty, exactly. Drake Kirkpatrick. When the writers are good, yeah. Would I tag Cooper and sign Dak, or was it good to sign Cooper and tag Dak? I probably would have tagged Cooper and signed Dak. Probably would have. Just because what Gallup did last year, Gallup might be a dog for us. Trade back. I'm with trading back. Jacob, I'm always with trading back. Always with trading back. I know you. There's nowhere to go, Tower. Honestly, who do I want to draft? The Bull Philly. I think honestly, I think I want Brown from Auburn. Derek. I think I want that big nose tackle. I really do. I think I think that would get me the most excited about our team if we get, because not only does he make everything better, he's a staple for the future. He'll make our linebackers better, and he'll make our secondary better. We do need to restock the offensive line, and this draft is heavy in tackles. I don't think Cooper was overpaid, no, because Cooper took a pay cut to play with us. So he's not overpaid. I mean, if he could get more money somewhere else and we paid him less, then we got a bargain. I mean, that's just how it is. Wait a minute, Adrian Lindsay. Do I think with this new coaching staff we can use our DBs of linebackers better? I hope so. And that goes back to Adrian. That goes back to why I want the defensive tackle probably more than anything else. If a great receiver falls in the hands, a great receiver falls. But a defensive tackle will do that. It will make our linebackers instantly better, and it will make our DBs better. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about the MJ Doc in just a minute, Brehesh. That MJ Doc was the joint. It would not surprise me if the Patriots got Tua somehow, and I do not understand. Tua is the best player, the best quarterback in the draft, in my opinion. That's the perfect time to bring up my top 5 in each positions right here. Tua, Justin Jefferson, Adrian. Tua, the difference between, for Tua and Joe Burrow, Joe Burrow feels like more of I won't say a one-year wonder, but he had a great year that nobody has ever had probably in college football. But when I look at Burrow's games, and I'll go Joe Burrow's games, he was playing the game of my athlete is better than your athlete. And he was throwing the ball up. And they were grabbing the ball over even A.J. Terrell from Clemson. It was just like a lot of that going on with that quarterback. Tua makes stuff happen. Tua has all the skills. Tua has a heart of a lion. His head, I mean, his work ethic is over the top. So there's no way that if I was choosing, I would choose Joe Burrow over Tua. And the only thing is the injury, and I'm of the camp. Well, he's healthy now, so coming into the league, both of them got a chance to get injured. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not worried about that. Number 3 is Justin Herbert. Tua is pro ready, exactly. McAttack makes great reads, accurate, all that kind of stuff. Exactly, Tower. Burrow threw it to some monsters. Yep. Oh, you ain't seen nothing, Brehesh. You know, I can go from that to my top 5 running back, but I'm just going to go back to my top 5 quarterback because I'm finished. Jalen Hurts, really like Jalen Hurts. Really like Jalen Hurts. That's who I want in our draft, but only if he drops to late in the 3rd round or the 4th round, probably 4th round or something like that. But I do want to back up, and I do want somebody to put some heat on Dak Prescott. I really do. And that dude would put heat on Dak Prescott because he might out Dak Prescott, if you know what I'm saying, by coming into meetings on time, being a good person, doing all the Dak Prescott, I wear a tie, I'm a good guy. Shoot, Jalen Hurts can do it too. Jalen Hurts. Herbert the pervert. Tua to me is the left-handed Aaron Rodgers. What's up, Craig English? Herbert may be there at 17. Hurts for backup. I love it, your boy. That gives us options too. We can keep Dak. We can keep Dak on if we can't come to a conclusion with Dak Prescott. We can't come to a conclusion with Dak Prescott. But it would give us options next year if something happens and we don't want to put him on a tag again. Herbert is a pretty decent arm. Yeah, he has. That's what I see. I see that dude like Josh Allen. He has all the tools, but we'll see if he can do it. Cooper Rush is not it, your boy. Your boy Cooper Rush isn't your boy. Yeah, he's very similar to Russell. That's what I'm seeing with him, Cyan Prodigy. I don't trust Jameis. I don't trust Jameis. Thank you, Jacob Bond. What if Tua falls to 17? I know, Cyan Prodigy. I mean, yesterday, what would you do for a Klondike bar? Yesterday, you would do backflips for a Tua. Today, so I don't know. Cause yesterday, everybody was like, well, tank for Tua, tank for Tua. Cal, what's up, Cal? Cal said, are the Lawrence and Cooper contract going to hurt us in the future despite the cap? No, Cal, someone told me, and I hope I hope he was right, but someone said we can get out of Cooper's contract in 2 years because I was explaining the Gallup situation with Gallup putting up numbers similar to Cooper and Gallup needing a contract next year. So Gallup is going to ask for the same amount of money that Cooper, because it only makes sense if I got the same production as that dude, give me the same. So they said that we can actually get out of Cooper's contract if we want to move forward with Gallup. So I was like, okay, then it's a good contract. And like I said earlier, he wasn't overpaid because Washington offered him more. It was clear that Washington offered him more, so he wasn't overpaid, period. NFL is being a sharp tool, not a blood object. You just said a Klondike bar. We'd trade down to a exactly. We wouldn't know what to do. We'd freeze up Alexander Rollins. And my last quarterback is Jordan Love. And somebody said that today also. They said, what about Jordan Love falling to us at 17 as well? Because, and that is actually a possibility. Who was that? It was somebody was it on NFL Network? Did anybody see that today? We've been watching the same sports broadcast for the past few days. I know you've seen it. But somebody said Jordan Love could possibly fall to the Cowboys at 17, and that would give somebody to put under Dak. Because you got to understand, Dak Prescott was different. He came in the league, he was somehow ready to play, and he did things that hardly any other rookie has ever done. So this guy would have to be groomed by McCarthy. And also someone said, I think it was Chris Mortensen, he said that McCarthy always picks a quarterback. And I was like, what? You know what I'm saying? Well, Dallas doesn't draft quarterbacks, but he said McCarthy always drafts a quarterback because one of these years you'll hit on one. And I was like, wow. But then I'd say, what quarterbacks did they ever have in Green Bay other than Aaron Rodgers? I hope LVE will be 100% this season. I really do, Coulter. I really do. Yeah, Washington offering him a little bit more. Yeah, the Giants. I went like, Giants, what are you doing? You're all doing backflips. You invested. You seriously invested with Daniel Jones last year, and you said, "Oh, we might draft another quarterback." Hey, we'll do it, Giants. Be my guest. The Saints want Jordan Love. Taking the quarterback first round isn't a good choice for us. I don't think so either. Somehow Cowboys hit on Romo and Dak. Yeah, just luck. And that's what people don't understand about Dak. I mean, that's not many. There's not many quarterbacks that could have come in and did what he did. Put tampons on. I know, right? I'm making it. I'm coming through, Robert. You should have seen me last night. Ugh. I want Trevor Lawrence too, but there's no way DeJuan Cook. Send the Giants, Cooper Rush. Hundley that's the only one I could think of. Tower. I was like, when I was talking about who else did no, they had somebody else. Who did Tower? Who was Green Bay's backup quarterback? Aaron Rodgers' backup quarterback. He won a couple of games, and then Seattle signed him to a huge contract. Matt Flynn. Thank you, Cal Cullen. Thank you, Cal Cullen. Matt Flynn. Exactly. The Chiefs, no, if the Chiefs get Ruggs, man, no. That's enough. Even Rager, if they get Ruggs or Rager, it's just like, no, Chiefs, that's enough. The league will have to step in and stop them, just like they used to with the Raiders. Yeah, we just talked about that, Robert Ramirez. Trading back is not bad. All right, next we have my top 5 running backs. First, DeAndre Swift from Georgia. I didn't spend much time on these top running backs because I don't see us getting any of them. Number 2, Zach Moss. Number three is one of my favorite players in the draft. And did you hear me? I said an LSU player is one of my favorite players in the draft. An LSU player that Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And let me tell you, I really didn't know who Helaire was that much until and I watched LSU play a couple times. I just didn't pay that much attention to him. But when they were about to play Clemson, Marcus Spears was just like, man, this guy, you can't put your hands on him. And Marcus Spears just talking him up. I was like, whoa. We got a good running back. We got one of the best running backs. What you talking about this guy for? And I saw him, and I was scared for them to give him the ball. He's so compact. And when you look at Helaire run, he looks like one of those running backs that's going to be very successful in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? One of those real, and he can catch and he can do everything. So Helaire I like. Jonathan Taylor looks like just another solid running back. And J.K. Dobbins, who we don't know where he's going to go. He might go up above these guys. He might go below these guys because that's the one wild card of the crew. Who was the Heisman candidate? I should like every player on LSU at the national championship. JD, it's that finger. I ain't gonna do it, but it's that finger. AJ Dillon, that's what I need. A big power back, Mac Attack. Hey, a dude called Mac Attack likes power backs. Interesting. I like the wide receiver from Clemson, T. Higgins. Yeah, I know. He looks like MJD. He does, Travis Powers. He looks like MJD. All right, my top 5 wide receivers. I got, of course, CeeDee Lamb out of Houston, out of Oklahoma. I don't think he's going to fall. Jerry Jeudy, I don't know. He might fall, guys. There might be a world where Henry Ruggs gets taken because you know how people are enamored with speed and whatever. And trust me, I love the speed that Henry Ruggs has and all that kind of stuff. And Henry Ruggs, I'm all in on the Ruggs hype. But I would take Jerry Jeudy any day before Henry Ruggs. Because then you have 3 wide receivers. 2 are uncoverable with Cooper and Jeudy. And then you got Gallup that's not too far behind of him. Yeah. Yeah, I don't see a running back going to late first either. That McFarland kid. Where is McFarland? He's in Maryland. He's from Maryland, right? Robert Ramirez? Yeah, me too, dear boy. I saw Jeudy falling on ESPN a couple of days ago, and I was like, exactly. I was like, I was hoping that the clear third, in my opinion, Henry Ruggs is the clear third wide receiver. I was hoping that the clear third wide receiver would drop to us in the draft. But if someone jumps and get him, and look, Rager's been going up the draft as well. If Rager goes up to above Judy and Judy falls to us, man, I'm happy too. Do I think New England would get that as Moss? Yeah. That seems like one of their moves. I think New England's going to score on one of these quarterbacks. I don't know which quarterback it's going to be, but New England's going to get the quarterback of their choice in the draft. Unless they want Joe Burrow. Unless the New England wants Joe Burrow, they're going to get either Tua or Jordan Love or Herbert or maybe Jalen Hurts. Please, Rager, drop. And please, Eagles, don't jump over us to get Rager. I think I like Brehesh. I think I like Rager more than I do Ruggs of what I've seen of him. Yeah, Denver. Why does Denver want wide receivers? Why does Baltimore want wide receivers? Why does San Francisco? None of you guys have quarterbacks that can get the ball to your wide receiver. Get offensive lineman. What's up, Connor James? Shango, what's my over-under on Michael Gallup receiving yards? He's going to go over 1,000, JJ. Well, no, I don't know. Because I don't want us to have the same offense we had last year. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that pass-heavy offense. Let's go 900. Yeah, Rager over Ruggs, but Jerry over nothing. Yeah, that's me. You have Rager because Rager is more. He's more physically ready for the thing. Why isn't that's what? Why isn't maybe I have seen something right, Tower. Why isn't Denver giving up on Locke? Yeah, I did. Alexander Rollins. I like Christian Kirk too. Yeah, I saw Mox saying Kinlaw. You know, actually, Mac Attack. I was watching NFL Network today, and they said that one GM has been watching these mocks on NFL Network and on ESPN, and they said this year there are more off than they're usually off. Like, you know, if you think back, all these drafts and mock drafts, they're busted past like the third pick. And the mock draft is just like all horrible, and then Mel is on. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know why this player is falling. He's great to me, you know. So you just don't know what's gonna happen on Thursday. Well, no Justin Jefferson, no Jalen Reagor, and then T. Higgins. It was T. Higgins versus Justin Jefferson. I take T. Higgins because I got more information on T. Higgins. T. Higgins is a monster. T. Higgins is good. You would be upset if we trade our first trick for Jamal? I wouldn't. I'd be fine with it. Cam Akers I like. Yes, just Doomsday. Yep. Very underrated kid. Yeah, exactly. It's that 1,000. It's that 1,000 yards barrier, JJ. If he gets over 1,000 yards, then yeah, we're gonna have to pay him. They might not even get the top 3 of these right because Cyan Prodigy, because 2 and 3 in the draft could trade. No, 2, 3, and 4 could trade. So who knows? Justin Jefferson is like Mike Thomas. Mel Kiper versus Jim Kelly. Oh, you got Bears have 2 seconds. Well, there's receivers for you, Tower. You guys need them. Jamal, I agree, Kyle Cullen. Jamal and that's what the Kyle Cullen says. Jamal Adams is worth 2 first-round picks, and that's what I thought the Jets were asking for. The deep Mac attack, the defensive tackles in this class are crazy. Let me bring where my sheet up. Where my sheet at up? Defensive tackles, where are they at? DT. These are my favorites. Derek Brown is my number 1. I'll be at DTs in a minute, but yeah, they're good. Let me go next to my top 5 tight ends. I'm gonna just go quickly through here. Hunter Bryant from Washington. Hunter Bryant, he's short. He's like a shorter, catch the ball, run over the middle type dudes. No Mims. Yeah, everybody, look, Mims is one of the most popular receivers in this draft. So I'm going to be very interested in what happens to Mims in the future, because a lot of people like Mims. Chango, how many first rounds picks would Dak be worth in the fake room? I know in the real world, he's worth a few, at least a couple himself. The Dayton dude, yeah. Where is Adam Troutman? Adam Troutman, the Dayton Flyers. Yeah, he looks good. The Bryson Hopkins guy from Purdue looks good. Kmet from Notre Dame, and then the Harrison Bryant is another one of my favorite guys out of FAU. So, but we probably going to end up with one of these tight ends, and I feel like we're going to end up with one of those tight ends because we need a second tight end. I don't know about Schultz right now. Deshaun Jackson and Ruggs on the outside. No, we don't want that. And you talking about Philly? Is Deshaun Jackson coming back to Philly? Chase Claypool should have been number 1. Brahesh. I forgot to add him there. Top 5 offensive tackles here. I got Andrew Thomas is number 1 with Georgia. Jedrick Wills, number 2, Tristan Wirfs, and Becton, number 4. But all those guys are kind of equal. You'll see everybody with those 4, interchange. But hey, guys, Mekhi Becton might be our guy. He failed some tests. He failed some tests. So maybe Mekhi Becton will fall in the draft, and he's the heir apparent to Tyron Smith. And then last, we have Josh Jones from Houston. My top 5 offensive guards, another one of my favorites, Netane Muti from Fresno State. Becton is a big boy. Becton throws dudes around. Exactly. He needs to be molded into a NFL offensive tackle. Not only is he big like that, he's as nimble as a 300-pound lineman. Why do we fall in love with the weed players? Because everybody smokes weed, Dewan. Everybody smokes weed. All right, let me hurry up and get on out of here. I'm locked up on this side. My top 5 centers. Cesar Ruiz from Michigan, number 1. My favorite center, Tyler Badass. That's my boy. Nick Harris is 3. Lloyd Cushenberry III is 4th. And then Matt Hennessy is number 5. Cam Newton to the Steelers or Dolphins? Dolphins. Shango, do you want us to be more run-based and play action next year? Yes, because that's Dak Prescott's wheelhouse. That's when Dak Prescott's at his best when you do that. So yeah, run and play action and win. All right. My top 5 defensive ends. Easy, number 1, Chase Young. Hadn't found anything bad. What's up, Jack? Bad about him. Kayvon Chasen, number 2. He scares me. He's got a little bit of, he sounds like a little bust. What's up, Joseph? Zach Bond. I love Zach Bond. I love Zach Bond. I don't know when and where he's going to go, but I really like him. AJ Espinoza. He's okay. And I do like Yetur Gross Matos. Wow. I didn't have enough characters for him. How did Goff get to the school board? Next, we have my top 5 defensive tackles. Derek Brown is the one I love. And I'll go deep into defensive tackles because we were talking about the early Mac attack. But Derek Brown is the one I want. Derek Brown is the monster. Javon Kinlaw is another monster that I would love to have as well. Jordan Elliott is third. He's clearly third between those two, but he's still he was far more productive. No, I don't want Chase Young to be in the NFC East. Ross Blacklock is I really like. He's a defensive tackle that can play basketball. And then I think one of my favorite, and I think it's just because his name, he's got a Wu-Tang name, but Raekwon Davis. Smith has regressed. I think so. All right. Linebackers, I'll go through that quick because I don't think. Look, if we draft Patrick Queen or if we draft Kenneth Murray, you know, I would be kind of happy because we got a good player. But there would be a lot of sadness when I wake up in the morning because that means LVE, something's bad wrong with LVE. So I do not want Patrick Queen. I do not want Kenneth Murray. Willie Gay Jr., Troy Dye, maybe, as our third one, and Malik Harrison is number 5. My top 5 corners, Okudah. What's up, Ron Mexico? I know South Carolina's opening up. Be careful out there. Don't let the smooth taste fool you. Jeffrey Okunda. You got C.J. Henderson, University of Florida. Then we have then it's a big drop off. Actually, to be honest, in my opinion, actually there's like 2 drop offs. There's a severe drop off from Jeffrey Okudah to C.J. Henderson, and then there's another severe drop off from C.J. Henderson to A.J. Terrell, Trayvon Diggs, and one I really like. I think my favorite corner of all of them, of course, outside of Okudah because he's great, is Jeff Gladney. Why? Because I like speed, and Gladney's fast. He's fast. Yeah, Gladney took Fulton's spot, Michael Hooper, because of speed. Yeah. And last, my top 5 safeties. My number 1 is Isaiah Simmons, simply because if the Cowboys draft Isaiah Simmons, we better put him in safety. Why? Because we don't have the defensive tackles to, we got better ones now. But if whoever drafts Isaiah Simmons and you're going to put him at middle linebacker, you better make sure you got some defensive tackles that'll keep everybody off of him and he can flow around. That's why I think Isaiah Simmons at safety, you can put him at safety, but then you can play him as a middle linebacker. You can play him as an outside linebacker. You can play him as a pass rusher. You can play him as a corner. You can play him as a slot. You can play him as a free safety. You know what I'm saying? You can play him anywhere if you put him at safety. If you play him a middle linebacker, he has to stay and he has to do that one job. Yeah, they have him listed as a linebacker, Tower Ski. But I just don't, he's tall and thin, and he's just ridiculously fast. Oh, yeah, Cowboys have to trade up to get Simmons for sure. For sure. Delpit just won't hit nobody, Tower, from what I hear. I've seen him hit people. But Delpit is a superstar, in my opinion. And Winfield is a baller. Where are my long 5? Oh, man, I ran out of graphics here. Cal, you stuffed it. You stumped it. But y'all, let me show you. Let me show you what I've been. Even though I've been down with the my allergies, I've still been working. So look what I've done with my First of all, these are going to be inside other graphics. I just got the little graphic part, but I built this, and I built these from scratch. These are built from scratch. I have now the number. Now Ruggs isn't a cornerback. I don't have this attached to my spreadsheet. What it is I created this, and I can attach this to a Excel sheet, and I can get different players and put different pictures and information inside of that thing right there. So all my favorite players, the players that I think are going to be great, I put there. In Tower, you'll love this being Madden. You see down, I went back to superstar potential. I got it. They're either a star potential or a superstar, superstar potential. That's not it. That's not it, y'all. Tower. Hold on. I've got it to where when someone is drafted, who's ready for this? When someone is drafted, custom made. Where is it? Custom made. Your boy made this. Your boy, and it's also hooked up to a spreadsheet. So when a player is drafted, I'll quickly drop in the logo with the player, and I'll shoot that out there, and we'll have the guy. Getting fancy, you know. I'm trying. After D. Milliner, nobody wanted. You had to bring up D. Milliner. We enjoyed D. Milliner in Madden for like half of a season because his stats dropped on Madden like quickly. Yes, sir. Will that banner? Excuse me. Will that banner scroll? It's coming down my throat. It can scroll. I won't. No, you know what? Actually, the banner is going to have a comment from each player. Like Jalen. This is not the comment for Jalen Reagor. This is the comment I made for Derek Brown. But whatever, when Jalen Reagor comes up, it's going to say, this dude is fast and thick, and I really like him, whatever down there. So for every game, I'm going to have a specific one-liner down there at the bottom, specifically for that player. So yeah, man, I am ready. I am ready for the draft. You've been watching since the Dez Manning days? Yeah, Robert Ramirez, when I first started on YouTube, I did because I bought me a Mac, and a lot of graphics came with the Mac, and I got into graphics then. It just like when the kids start coming, and my life got busy for the past like 5 years, I had no time to work on all that stuff. And to be honest, if it wasn't for this stupid virus, I wouldn't have been able to have time enough to do all this. So I guess some good came out of the virus. All right, guys. I'll be back here tomorrow night. I'm glad I made it through, but now I'm gonna get some. I'm doing Allegro tonight. I'm doing me some Allegro, and I'm going to sleep. All right, guys. Holla at you.